Good evening out there, Internet. It is your responsible Senpai, back again for another stream of hanging out, chilling, relaxing, and enjoying the evening. It's Sunday night. You know what that means? It's time for the return of Hobo Cop. Back again to say awkward things to people in an attempt to solve a murder that happened almost 2 weeks ago. Hope you all out there are having a good time. Lurking, chilling, relaxing, do whatever you want. Let me fill the room. Let me hang out with you. Whatever it is, I hope you're having a good time. And if you're not, I hope your time is improving vastly. Amajiki, welcome. Always the first one. No, well, maybe not always the first one. Bell's beating you sometimes these days. But always so soon into the party. Welcome. And there, of course, is the sweetest, most southern spell. Hello, my dear. Alright, friendos. Ooh. Here we go. Back in the game. Continue. We're here. Welcome to my shack. That's where I keep my yellow pipe. These dishes aren't mine. They were here when I moved in, and I refuse to wash them. Oh, he yawned. He's sleepy. Oh, alright.
An old mirror hangs on the wall. You see the reflection of your face in it, adorned with the expression.
Alright, let's turn in for the night. Because we need some Kitsuragi time.
If a bit
But now...
Still, you've earned a rest.
You dirty plate, yeah. 5 to 1... What? Are my numbers fluctuating rapidly? I can't even see them. Where are they? You know what? It's fine. Whoever's out there is out there. I hope you're having a good time. Alright. Let's see what the limbic system and the reptilian brain have to say.
The bed underneath you is soft, if lumpy. Waves wash the sand underneath the hut, then grow distant to your ear. In the quiet hum of the organic heater, you fall asleep.
I fall asleep. Here we go.
Like a deftly cast
There it
fishing
is.
net, sleep pulls you out of the world and into its dark shore. The rough mesh chafes, tightening around you, it digs into your brain.
Cool. Dark shore my ass. I know what this is. Great. This is gonna be really chill. No, I'm gonna be sassy. I'm gonna sass my limbic system.
How have things been going for you out there? Helped anyone lately? Saved anyone lately? Murdered anyone lately?
Wow. Yeah, and I helped people. I saved the old lady. I haven't murdered anyone though.
Because you know you are a murderer. A disco music listening psycho killer who offs poor people and then forgets about it.
What? Okay, so I'm a murderer and that's bad? No. I don't care. That doesn't scare me. Shut up. I just want to sleep. This is the first I've heard about a murder. What? Yeah, hole up. I do care if I'm a murderer. I don't like the second option, but I want more information. I'm an officer of the law. I'm gonna bait my ancient reptilian brain. I don't care.
Hear that? You are naive to think he's afraid of his bloodied hands. Soul brother. Oh no. I see inside his amygdala and his hippocampus. The thing he's really scared of
Hey, don't look at my amygdala. That's private.
is much, much worse than that.
Yeah, and what is it?
Don't tell him, sister. It's too bad.
They're right. This is their function. To keep you from it.
Is this the first time we've had a mood pop up in the middle of night? Hey, Ivysaur! Welcome, welcome. Thanks for dropping by. Ha! I'm a cheeky. That'd be quite a twist. Wow.
We're trying to help you. All these processes, these tortures, voices and tremors are all just distractions, flares and countermeasures to keep you from the last dream. The worst of them all.
The last dream?
The last dream will be total annihilation. Cinders peeling off the fuselage. We won't be there to help you anymore, Harry. We will be dormant.
You've never helped me.
You will be naked and alone.
The air will smell of apricots. Her face forms in summertime. I don't want to. I don't want to think either one of those things. No, this is about the woman, the chewing gum woman. The apricots. I remember the apricots.
Of hell. An ancient sadness, brother. 10,000 years later, in front of the video rental, there is a warm breath on your face again. Everything is okay again.
Wow. Apricots are good.
Everything is so okay.
It doesn't sound like it will be okay.
Your eyelids flutter open for a moment. When you close them again, you sense the light of the room around you. You're back. In 2 seconds, the alarm will ring.
Every night we've gone to sleep in this game, our limbic system and ancient reptilian brain have just chimed in and had like a metaphorical, soul-searching conversation with us. And it's always bizarre stuff. Imagery and like metaphor and just all sorts of wacky things.
The last thought in your head before waking is, maybe you shouldn't have seen that stained glass window in the church.
Oh. The one we forced the check on? Yeah, we're fine. So apparently we're hurtling towards disaster. You alright there, Harry? It's a new day. Alright.
An old mirror hangs on the
Yeah,
wall.
they're still locked. I need to level up before I can go again. But, new day, I want to quickly go to the interact section here. Because there is bullets.
The
Can I
bullet
do
is
check on
still
bullets?
safely sealed away in a plastic bag bearing the RCM stamp.
I cannot look at bullets.
The porter reel is just what you needed. The reels attach to the
No, we did that already. The
a
RCM
police
badge.
badge on which you see the photo.
I feel like there was something I could have done a check on.
The worn map features the patchwork your finger moves through, finally coming to a...
For a more detailed view of the map,
Yeah, that's old. There's the racist mug.
It's just a racist mug. What's there to read here? Not much. But it will not happen.
Chewing gum.
There it is again. The scent of apricots with a
Yeah.
touch of cinnamon. Smells like the end
Nice
of
shack,
some
thank you.
distant summer.
You like the yellow
The
hose?
surface of another planet. Bitter, citrus, sweet. It seems to grow stronger, like a glow, with every breath you take. Until a blossom of skin and flower petals erupts behind your closed eyes. Made of toffee, cream, and distance. You just had to take a dive.
Yeah.
Your heart working overtime, trying to keep up with the panicked synapses
Oh,
firing
can I just
all
trigger
over
another
your brain,
panic attack by smelling this
moving
thing?
liters of blood through you, panicking. Feels so familiar.
No, not a full panic attack. Okay. And the rest of these are all just books and notes. Where's my my police thingy? I can interact with
It's
this.
the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of papers hanging from
Yes!
the board.
Ah!
With the permeables drawer inside. It's
Now I
barely
can
held
read my
together by a
notes.
clip, then made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner.
Urinal. I hate that pronunciation for urinal. Urinal. Ugh.
Yes, at last, you find a way
There we
to
go.
piece them together using the alphanumeric code on the margin. HDB 41, date of initialization and
There we go.
time of arrival on the scene, followed by the title. For example, HDB 41120117000, the next world mural.
Wait, weren't those officer precincts?
Why, yes, your precinct number is 41.
And HDB is Harry Du Bois.
Every last alphanumeric in the files begins with it. And these are
this
your
is meant to be
case
unlocked
files.
before you figure out your name
It's
again.
safe to say HDB are
Yeah.
Harry Du Bois. HDB.
Fine, I give up on Raphael.
That's comforting to hear. Now, detective, it takes half an hour to piece one of these together, if you still want to. Here are your options.
Oh, we have 5 case files we can look at? And they're a half hour each? Oh, I want to do this. I want to do this. One of you in chat, pick a case. The Next World Mural case, the Unsolvable case, the Square Bullet Hole Murders, the Couch in an Unexpected Location, Murder at the Hookah Parlor. Ooh. So interesting. Do. Couch in Unexpected Place. Yeah, that's an eye-catching case title. Couch in Unexpected Location. It was in the tub, you see? It was odd.
Some assholes brought their couch outside and hung out on it. In the middle of the street, on the roof, on the hillside by the motorway. You know, at an unexpected location. They were young, and they thought they looked cool on it.
This reminds me of something we used to do with the church youth group I used to be a part of. It was called a couch tour. And you'd get a couch, and you'd get a pickup truck. And you'd take the couch to different places and get pictures of yourself on it. And there was like a list of things you had to do, like a picture by a restaurant, a picture by water, a picture by this, right? And you spent an evening doing that, and then you all met up together and you compared pictures. And whoever had the most interesting pictures or the most whatever locations, you won a little prize or something. It was a couch tour. Middle of a street, however, y'all are assholes.
Insufferable dicks. Young people are the worst.
They
So
are.
anyway, you
I
got a
joke.
complaint about the damn sofa, or couch, or whatever it is. They were leaving it out in all these unexpected and whimsical locations. They took it to where
see,
they
there's the
also
pose.
took photos of themselves on it, and smoked cigarettes, and drank coffee because they felt it's intellectual.
Intellectual. I was youthful. I'm still pretty youthful at heart.
Cigarette butts, coffee cups, stupid couch. You had to clean it all up, and you did. So congratulations to you. Case solved.
Did I catch them?
No, you didn't
Oh.
have time for that. These notes show that you have what is called a real goddamn job. You don't have time to be chasing down the couch assholes. You have a real job to do. What?
Oh
next?
no, the couch assholes. Alright, let's go in order. The couch is a good case, I like it.
This one is relatively
Next roll
easy
mural.
to reconstruct. Overnight on 1202, a graffito, nay, a mural, appears on an 8-story tenement overlooking central Jamrock. The
Jamrock.
building is a sparsely inhabited ghost tower, part of a failed real estate development called Grand Couronne.
Alright.
The mural is enormous. 2 silhouettes, a man and a woman, are kissing. The text cut into their form reads,
What do you figure? Something personal? Something crass? Something inappropriate? Something meaningful? I wonder. It's a 2-story mural.
True love is possible only in the next world. For new people, it is too late for us. Wreak havoc on the middle class.
That's... Okay, nihilism. Awesome.
People call it that thing and that fucking thing. It's visible for miles. In 2 days, the station's complaints desk gets clogged with requests to remove the bummer. You and your partner are assigned to the case.
I had a partner?
The graffito crew is easy to track down. Only the bell lectures have the literage of industrial paint to cover the surface. One of the graffito artists is rumored to be rich. They take responsibility for the execution, but not the design. The ideologue of the next world mural, as the crew calls it, remains an unknown.
Hey, Mutation. Good evening to you as well. Enjoy your lurk, and the stream's going well so far. Let's keep it up. You called that thing and that fucking thing. I'm sitting right here. I could see that happening to Harry. Can you tell me about that thing? And Harry just like... And he gets up and leaves the room. Do I ever find out who came up with it?
The case files do not show you finding the author of the design.
Oh, so many unanswered questions.
The crew agrees to clean up after themselves. However, your partner, JV, is against the removal, citing public support for conservation. This leads to a debate in Precinct 41, which then spreads to the streets of Jamrock, ending in a rare plebiscite organized by you and the rest of Row 3.
Oh, okay. Apparently I'm into art.
The 9,000 people subjected to the mural's message, all of Lakeside, Central Jamrock, and Villalobos, plus half of the eminent domain, participate in the vote. Although the case begins with what appears to be a lot of rambling on the streets as to how juvenile and stupid the mural is, given a choice between 2 options.
I don't like these choices. True love is possible only in the next world for new people. It's too late for us to wreak havoc on the middle class. Because I thought the plebiscite was to keep it up for its artistic merit, which should not reflect on whether it is right or wrong. But the mural is wrong. I know true love can be a thing. My name is Harry.
A staggering 78% of voters choose to keep it. Turns out the opposition were a loud minority. And that love truly is possible in the next world for new people. And it is too late for us.
Wow. I like it, but we can't wreak havoc on other nations instead. Oh. All that remains is to wreak havoc on the middle class. The middle class are not to be blamed, it's human nature. I must have voted, and possibly even lobbied to remove that thing, because I don't believe that rubbish one bit. Yeah!
No one cares what you believe in, man with the smelly toilet ledger.
Ah!
What do you want to tackle next? Or are we done?
This is what I believe. No one cares what you believe. Oh. Alright, unsolvable case. Here we go.
AKA Leslie and Burke. AKA the public indecency drunk and the property damage drunk is a cursed case. It has been passed from unsuspecting officer to unsuspecting officer for 10 years. On January 29, the unsolvable case made its way to you. Why you accepted it, it is unclear. Every officer, and indeed most civilians in Jamrock, know it's unsolvable.
Unsolvable. No one can police this out.
You were so drunk, you didn't remember what it was when you signed on. That, or you were high.
Thanks, Electrochemistry. Is Harry the drunk? I doubt it.
Leslie will always take his pants off when he's drunk. Burke will always trash everything. It's just what they do. It is their nature. You cannot change the nature of a man, and you can't lock them away because public indecency and small-scale property damage are not punishable by incarceration.
Okay.
The only way for Leslie to stop flashing his genitals to bypassers and for Burke to stop dismantling signage and rear-view mirrors would be for them to stop drinking alcohol, which, in their 40s or 50s, it's hard to tell because of their distorted features, is a medical improbability on par with you ceasing to produce the expression.
Why you gotta call me out like this, Ledger? That is brutal. My expression that I've been failing to undo for numerous level ups? You sass me like that. Can't we just keep him off the streets?
You would think that, but you're wrong. Where's the fun in exposing your genitals or breaking stuff in your own home? No, Leslie and Burke are on the corner of Main Street and Perdition, because that's where the action is.
Alright, what did
Threatening, fines, dragging them to the station, locking them up in the hellholes they live in, locking them up in the station, hypnotherapy, even trying to get the local gang of Zemyaki to take them out. The Zemyaki gave them ethanol, so Burke and Leslie would expose and rampage even harder. You tried it all, and still the complaints wouldn't stop, as they hadn't stopped for 10 years.
Cool name for a gang. The Zemyakis.
It's plain to see from the files that you, Satellite Officer JV, and Special Consultant TH had more important cases to attend to. You uncover cross-reference to several ongoing investigations, each brought to a standstill every time you drive down Main Street. Because there they are, on the corner of Perdition. And what is Leslie doing?
Leslie is slashing his genitals. I want to make sure I answer correctly. Isn't ethanol the stuff in gasoline? Ethanol can be used for several things. It is flammable, but it is also consumable.
Good, you're learning. If the files are to be trusted, that's all there is to it. That and Burke breaking things, and the fact that they're both drunk. But then again, so are you. The case becomes considerably less comic one day when Burke takes a swing at your ledger. He must have it confused with the property he likes to damage. But the joke's on him. The officer is also drunk. Way more drunk than Burke there. And let's be fair, you also have party eyes. You slam the hardened plastic board in his face, then proceed to beat him unconscious with it.
I think I'm a bad cop. I mean, to be fair, we've bumbled our way through, 4 days, not knowing anything, and we accidentally solved numerous things. So maybe we're accidentally an okay cop.
In the process,
but
the
also
ledger
bad.
sustains damage. The compartment within, reserved for permeable documents, is jammed shut. You stop your assault on the now unconscious Burke to open it, but are unable to do so. The officer began to cry, reports Leslie,
cried.
who, at this point, is tending to Burke.
Wow.
Kill them. They broke it.
Holy smokes, Half-Light. Calm it down.
He came at us, and at us. I think he was trying to kill Burko. While trying to kill Burko, you slowly come around. The permeables compartment is open. You've smashed it open on poor Burko's kneecaps. The good news is, Burke can't walk anymore.
Oh my goodness. What a disaster. The unsolvable case is an emotional roller coaster.
Can't get out of his apartment, an invalid. With Burke to tend to, Leslie cuts back on the indecent exposure. Maybe he flashes his genitals to Burke. Who knows? But both drunks are off the street. The complaints stop. The unsolvable case is solved.
Yeah, yeah, that is...
Which is also why the officer responsible narrowly escapes a disciplinary hearing. The end. Do you want to read another one?
You maimed a 50-year-old drunk man. But at least he won't commit any more crimes. Don't come in my office again, Harry. Yes, Sergeant. Jeez. Alright. Whew. We fucked up. Yeah, we fucked up.
It would be very interesting to read about these, wouldn't it? I mean, there seems to be a square-shaped entry wound in the victim's forehead. She's been sitting there for weeks, on her rocking chair, with a square hole in her skull, staring at the wall,
A
her
square
mouth
hole?
agape.
How big a square?
That's all you got. From the half hour you spent piecing it together, all you know is the entry wound was square-shaped. You never found the bullet. And then another body showed up, also with a square hole in his forehead.
Where? A sequence killer?
Who knows? Those pages are missing. What next?
This is an incomplete file.
Don't worry. One day.
Oh! I have been deprived. The square bullet hole murders is an incomplete file. Very sad. Alright, last one. Murder at the hookah parlor.
Murder. Tum tum tum. At the hookah parlor.
Tum tum tum.
Was a case originally assigned to an officer called Joseph Mills, who is now dead.
Oh.
Of circumstances completely unconnected to murder at the hookah parlor.
Wait. Ow.
Beaten to death by a throng of villa lovers.
Jeez.
Only initials mentioned. Answered a call one night. It's a sad story, and it isn't really represented in your case files. Stop stalling and get to the murder at the hookah parlor.
Very close on the timing there. Beaten to death by a throng of Villa Lobos gang members. Okay. Alright, on with the murder.
Joseph Mills was on this case that he just couldn't solve.
Aw.
Was doing it solo. Said it was a real nutcracker, a real brain twister. Was on it for, like, a month. The captain got impatient. Shit or get off the pot, Mills.
Shit or get off my pot, one of my favorite impatient statements. Hey, when you hurry up in there, shit or get off the pot, man. Come on. I actually said that at work, and they were like, what? He's in the bathroom too long.
Mills didn't get off the pot. Not yet. He kept at it for a couple of weeks more, racking his brains, running with every theory as outlandish as they seemed. Still couldn't solve the murder at the hookah parlor.
Hookah.
Tough case, he said. Toughest he's ever had.
You never heard me say that? Yeah, I mean, I don't do a lot of waiting for people at home. It's more situations where I have to do waiting for people. A lot of time at my old job, and occasionally at the new job. And back when I hung out at university, too. One of my buddies there tended to be a little slow at things. Hey, Indy. Hello, hello. I'm doing well. Hope you're doing well as well. We're just going through old case files on old Harry Du Bois' police notebook dealy-doo.
No, he was awful. Awful sense of humor, too.
Oh.
The worst jokes you've ever heard. Really rapey.
Oh,
Still,
jeez.
he'd been on it for months now. Said it was the final case. Said it was uncrackable. That murderer vanished into thin air. That goddamn hookah parlor was all he talked about.
I don't think this was a good guy. This Joseph Mills. You don't get described with that word without being at least a little bit evil.
Okay, so the case is handed to you because Mills isn't getting anywhere, and you look into it. Here's the setup. A young man is found dead in a hookah parlor. You know, those places where you go and smoke bubblegum-flavored vapor all day.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, so anyway, young man in his 20s found with his skull busted open, right on the floor of the hookah parlor, in the middle of the day. No one else is in there. Only client that day. In perfect health, too. Some kind of movie producer.
Some kind of movie producer.
No one enters. No one exits. He's just sucking on his watermelon hookah all morning, all noon, like he usually does. He's a regular. No calls, nothing. Just sucking on the hookah until 15:45. Then bam, he's dead on the floor with his skull busted open, blood everywhere. What happened? How can it be?
Maybe an accident?
Mills has no idea. Invisible assassin. Movie deal gone sour. Girl at the counter did it. Nothing fits. Eerie. Man just dropped dead. So you go to the parlor, You see cushions around the table. Table's low, heavy, really sharp edge.
Yeah, Jason Mills seems like a really bad cop. A hookah. If you've ever seen the old Alice in Wonderland, the caterpillar is smoking from a hookah. It's a big glass device with like little hoses and smoking bits on it. And you get like different flavors of stuff out of it. And of course you can put various chemicals inside to enhance the experience. It's like a really big bong.
See? You can't even read the thing without solving it. Yeah, it was that. Turns out hookah does do something. It turns off your brain's oxygen supply, and you don't notice it until you get up to go to the bathroom.
He must have sucked a lot of it. And what was he doing there for 6 hours?
Smoking hookah. Didn't you hear? I don't
Thanks.
know. Trying to
like
come
kinda
up
like
with a
vaping.
movie script, maybe. Anyway, that was Murder at the Hookah Parlor. Joseph Mills wasn't a good detective,
No, he
and about
wasn't.
30 minutes has passed, piecing it together.
Next. Alright, let's put these case
Not
files away.
much has changed in the meanwhile. It takes about half an hour. Not much has changed in the meanwhile.
Oops.
A bunch of sodden papers still sags from the clipboard.
Alright, that's enough. Okay. Now, substance effects. We have a gun now. We have Smoksh. Intellect +1. Health -1. What? Intellect +1? Physique +1. Wait, does that, like... Smoking would literally just make me smarter? That's how the drugs work. You take the drugs, it increases your caps. So I mean, I don't want to do the drugs. I'm playing a clean run. But if you did the cigarettes, it would hurt your health for the day. But then you'd have one more intellect to play with. So all of these would go up by 1. Drugs are powerful. Alright. So it's electrochemistry to stop the expression. Yeah, oh, yeah, what's our thought cabinet looking like right now? Wasteland of Reality is almost, it's finally almost done. And now we can find out if the bonus is any good. So we're going to let that finish out before we do any stat-based stuff. Let's go find Kim. What's this on the table? Is this fellow?
On the table, you see a bowl of water.
Oh yeah, I don't
a
want
rough
to, I'm
soap.
keeping my chops. Keeping my chops. No need to apologize for being late. I'm not important enough to be sorry for being late. I'm glad you're here though. Thanks for dropping in. Morning, Kim. Hey, Kim. Hey, Kim. Kim.
Yes?
Kim. Nothing new to say to me, eh? Alright, fine. Be that way. Why gotta be a jerk, Kim? I just want to be friends with you. We're like colleagues. You've been just like a colleague to me. Alright. Now, we had to bring Kim to the building with the mural. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Always a pleasure to see officers.
So that's composure. I really want to crack this guy. But I can't get any more composure. Because my motorics... Wait, where'd my level up go? Didn't I have a level up? Wait a second. Oh, the level up's gone because I have no space for it. Yeah. I would love to level up my composure. I just need a little more composure. So maybe Wasteland of Reality, being that we're like beating back our drug-addicted tendencies, maybe that'll give us some sort of bonus to something. I would love to boost my motorics. Alright, so yeah, that's we'll save something for that maybe. And then we want to come up here. And we'll let the game's pathfinding take us there. Alright, Kim.
The once bright mural towers above
Shivers.
you, saying, Feld Electrical, R&D. Tomorrow is
It
just
says it's
a
impossible.
whisper away.
We got an 83%. I really want this to succeed. So even though I have an 83%, we're going to double check to make sure we don't have any clothing that boosts our shivers. First of all, anything that reduces our shivers. No, and our jacket is already giving us +1. So, looking for shivers. Yeah, we could probably boost our electrochemistry pretty high for the mirror check. Now that I look at the clothes we have, after we spend our level up on whatever we spend it on, we should put on some electrochemistry stuff. The tie, the shirt, and take a crack at the expression. Pain threshold, drama. Alright. So that's another 2 points of shivers.
The once bright mural
97.
towers above you, saying,
You're getting good at this
Feld
game.
Electrical,
I hope so after all this
R&D.
time.
Tomorrow is just a whisper away.
97%.
Even though you're sure you succeeded, all is quiet. There is no cold hand brushing against your forehead, no rustle in the reeds. The wind has died down. The ruin in front of you is silent as a tomb.
What was I even attempting to do here?
Trying to talk to the wind, the city, whatever you thought would happen did not. And now you're just standing there in the pale of the morning, with your hands fallen to your side.
Right.
A prayer of sorts to Rivershore.
Thanks. Kim, what do we do?
How do we? I was really hoping she'd be in the village. Okay.
Alright, Kim.
She's probably north of the village, and this place is a peninsula. We've already talked to the cryptozoologists. Working with them might give us a good excuse to run around, give us some structure.
Right.
And then there's the church. We've already searched that and can rule it out. I know it doesn't feel like progress, but exclusion is a step too.
Right.
Anyway, we do it the old-fashioned way, sector by sector. Go over the whole peninsula, ask the locals, enter the places where we can enter first, like we did in the village.
What if we don't find her?
Then, if we're desperate, we can look where we can't enter. Bunkers, storm drainage, this place. I'm sure it won't come to that.
You're sure?
Walk the coast, the old boardwalk, the reeds. You can always come back here and talk to the wind again. Look where it already got you.
Like that Pocahontas song, you can paint with all the colors of the wind, except it's snowy, cold, and there's crime.
An adventure awaits. An adventure on the windswept urban coast.
Thanks, Safafair. That's...
Buckle up and raise your collar. This search is going to be wet and cold.
Listen to the wind again. Alright, alright. Thank you, good job. Analyze Gary's composure. Not enough hand-eye coordination. No. Bugged. I'm still looking for, the boardwalk to check for bullet traces. Return to the Feld mural and consult the wind if you don't know what to do. Other than that, keep searching the coast. Okay. Alright. I'm super worried I'm gonna get stuck here right at the end and be like, oh, I now have to look up a walkthrough when I'm... one of my quests is bugged. The return to the dead body with Kim. We solved that case. That was the guy who got drunk and fell and hit his head. We decided to report it and handle the case, and then we processed the body and did our job. But this didn't leave our inventory, our quest log. So, yeah. It's bugs. Now we keep tab held down so we can notice things that can be interacted with. There's still this spooky bunker. But it's a red check. There's no way to try it again.
Worn by elements, guards the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune in front
And
of
we
it.
do not have the interface.
The door
in the
hasn't
back of
been
this thing.
opened in a long while. You
So
see
this structure we
a
use to take a
handle.
shot. Oh, this is our... Yeah, okay.
From here to the whirling, I can't see how. The church is in the way.
Oh, never mind. Thanks, Kim. Nah, Kim, you're a bro. Because we've been up here, right? This is that little antenna tower. Yeah. We're searching. On the coast. I need to know the very most. Whether someone got killed by a bomb in the post. Let's call a necromancer and ask their ghost. Her. Rose! Rose! This is the police. I want to fight. I'm wearing the wrong shirt. I need to wear my professional shirt. My polo shirt with the red oak. Wait, was it the polo shirt? Conceptualization. Nah, the white sleeve shirt. And I need the horrible necktie. It's part of my look. It's iconic. Give us good ambiance? Yeah. Alright. So let's quickly pop out to that pier. We've done the bit with the telephone already. And we could do more with it if we wanted. Go up here. Sorry, pigs. We helped the old woman. I hope Titus actually took care of her. Yeah, see, this is where the body was. He fell through this bit of boardwalk here, hit his head. His junk should still be in the trash.
There's some tear.
Yeah. There's nothing else interactable here. This is the boardwalk, though, right? Yeah, there's a dead body on the Martinaise boardwalk, right? So this is where the body was. And if here, check the boardwalk for bullet traces. There's no bullet traces here. I can't even rule them out. See, even Kim said exclusion is progress. So, either I don't have a perception high enough to find it, which is unlikely. Rose is the missing Hardy boy. And she's our prime suspect for who killed Lily. She left town as soon as we showed up. Alright, so can't go further down here. Oh, there's Ruby. No, not that Ruby. Rose? Ruby? Wait, did I say the wrong name? Ruby, not Rose. Never mind. It's an R name. Hello, wall.
A scattering of bullet holes is spread across
Visual
the concrete
calculus
wall,
heroic.
reaching.
Oh, I can visual calculus better than that. Where's my visual calculus hat? Rhetoric, encyclopedia. Yeah, visual calculus coat. Visual calculus. I think I have a glasses for it too. Yeah. Drama. And nothing here is minusing anything.
A scattering of bullet holes is spread across the cracked wall,
we can take a 58.
reaching from one corner to the other.
58!
A row of ghostly shades stand facing the wall. There are many of them. A dozen at least.
Oh!
Their heads lowered and eyes blindfolded. It's quiet.
That's dark.
No sound. No movement.
They are the mercenary shoes, yes.
10 meters away, other shades are lined up in an orderly manner. Automatic rifles primed. A gust of wind blows by. The coats of the firing squad flap slowly in the breeze. A single person stands on the side. Snowflakes fall on the wooden planks and the surrounding sand dunes, covering the land with the white of innocence. A long time has passed since the moment of this fusillade.
Precious
Rain
Kohai.
and brine have since washed all the blood away. Not a trace remains.
Hey! Snack! 23 months! Such a prodigious time! Welcome, welcome, and thank you for continuing to be a Kohai. Appreciate the support as always. Hope you had a good rest of the community night the other night. It looked like you're having a lot of fun there. Well, other than that one user. Looks like you had a lot of fun there with the Jack Box. And like I said, thank you for dropping by. And thank you for the support. We are continuing our dive here. We are well into... Look at all our completed tasks. Look how much stuff we got done. We got lots of things done. We big-brained a lot of things. We have only a few tasks left.
The abundance of bullet holes leads to two options. Either an inordinate amount of executions were performed here, or they did not use a conscience round, where only one soldier has the loaded rifle. Looks like this was a mass execution with everyone fully armed.
Are Harry smart yet? Harry no smart. Harry have heart. Harry pay attention. Yeah. Yes, Hobocop has been very busy. We're using our big brain to find atrocities. Eesh.
A host of men, probably in everyday clothes, ragged from the conflict and covered in dust. They were not sitting, a common practice for executions in some nations, as demonstrated by the height level of the bullet holes.
Kim is very smart. You think if we played a smart cop, Kim would be more emotional? Big heart, we have small brain. Yeah, big heart, small brain.
They stand, facing the wall. It's impossible to discern any details about their personality or background. Ordinary people, familiar, each and every one of them.
I kind of want to see what would happen if you played like a brutishly physical cop. Like you just maxed out physique and you would just like kick in doors and like where's Batman? Kind of your way through every interrogation. Like that big racist guy on top of the gate who's like, oh, the shape of your head means you're an inferior human being. Like, I just want to punch him in the neck and be like, yeah, bitch. Like, brute cop would be an interesting way to play. So I think smart cop and emotionally smart cop have a very similar playstyle. You just talk to people a lot. But I think brute cop would have a very different playstyle. Because then you could second into motorics and have like really good hand-eye coordination and reaction speed and stuff like that.
Leeches, fleas, and thieves, all the freeloader scum living off the hard work of others. Such is your belief.
Spirit of Core, I don't like your tone.
Maybe you should change it. They were praying, screaming.
Yeah, these people were killed.
7 men in combat uniforms and dark coats, holding automatic
Timid
rifles
cop.
aimed at the people. Soldiers from some side, but from which one?
Monster cop. I wonder. Okay, so if the pigs only shows up at that spot in the docks. As soon as the thing gets set up on Wednesday, so day 3, if you just waited there, would she show up and you could get your gun back without talking to Evart? Because then you could have your gun for all of day 4 and onward. You know? Like, now that I'm seeing how the pieces fit together, I'm thinking, there's a lot of different ways you could put this together, if the triggers work the way I think they do. Buff junkie cop? Yes, just do drugs and be, like, jacked. Like a dystopian nightmare world cop. The cops are just like, time to enforce some justice, and then you just beat up some people. As horrifying as that is, I think this game has that option.
Men of duty. Dark duty. Overpriced mercenaries putting down some rabid dogs.
Jeez.
Someone's got to do it, right?
Authority's a little cold-hearted. Party cop.
The commandant. The one who gives the order. Machine gun fire crackling through the air. The lights of the muzzle flashes dancing on his face.
Who was in this execution?
I don't know. I don't know who died here, lined up beside that horrible wall. It could have been any of the parties involved in the revolution. Perhaps the ones executed here were the loyalist conservatives, killed by the communists at the start of the Civil War. Or it could have been the communists, put to death during the last stretch of the conflict by the coalition forces.
Wow. That's a heck of an analogy, Amajiki. You stay safe, you take your medicine.
Another likely scenario. Yeah, it's very unlikely the coalition forces were the ones who died here. They were always the last ones against the wall.
Oh.
To be honest, if a coalition member was anyone in this situation, it was a commandant, the superior giving the orders.
Yikes.
A cold sea wind blows away the figures. Behind this building, the other one, once filled with engineers and designers of Feld Electric, now collapsed and dead, but for some rats. You feel drawn, for some reason, to the faded mural again.
I like that, Shivers. I like that hint. That is a good hint.
Wasteland of reality.
Wasteland of reality.
Congrats, you're sober.
Yes.
It will take a while for your body to remember how
We're
to
sober, we
metabolize
did it!
anything that isn't sugar from alcohol. So you're going to be pretty ravenous soon. Eat plenty. You can expect your coordination and balance to improve in a couple of weeks. In 2 months, you might start sleeping like a normal person. Full recovery will take years though. It'll be depressing. And it'll be boring. Don't expect any further rewards or hand claps. This is how normal people are all the time.
What is the bonus for being sober? Oh. The bonus is boring and very much a penalty. -1 physical instrument from the insomnia, -1 inland empire from being sober, -1 suggestion for being boring, +1 psyche for return of the self, and I no longer gain positive effects from alcohol. But this is the roleplay. We're cleaning up our life, and if this is the price to pay to be sober, so be it. We have so much psyche. I don't know what to do with all this psyche. I have 11 authority. And 7 empathy. 8 inland empire. I guess that's fine. But yeah, the physical instrument is down. Can't spend a point to level up my composure skill. I really thought I could get some composure. Yeah, cleaning up your life isn't pretty, but it does the thing. Hey, Ryder! Welcome, welcome. You're just processing that one? Good on ya. What gives authority points? My authority comes from a base of 6. I've put 2 points into it, and I have some items boosting my authority. I have no thoughts or anything that boost authority. My thought bonuses are 5 perception and then 4 minuses? Okay, yeah, so Hope Cup gives us a bunch of our cap for shivers and more money from selling bottles. Volumetric shit compressor unlocks white checks and increases our endurance. Apricot chewing gum gives us perception. Pol de Mama d'Aqua gives us 3 more perception, but minus encyclopedia. Kingdom of Conscience gives us a bonus to volition and logic cap. And moralist dialogue options heal morale. Arno van Eyck gives us all the yellow checks unlocked. And gives us the Arno Eyck posters around the world. And then the Wasteland of Reality is the sober. But there's a lot of thoughts here that I just haven't bumped into or don't have room for. The 15th Indo tribe. Wompty Domp Dom Center. The Precarious World. Temporary research bonus. All red checks will automatically fail for 4 hours. Searchlight Division. Fairweather T500. The Jamrock Shuffle. Magnesium-based life form. I wish I knew what the bonuses on these were. White Morning. Indirect modes of taxation. Some kind of superstar. And rigorous self-critique. You're one sorry piece of shit. Thanks, game. Put it all in Half-Light. No, Half-Light's scary. Half-Light told me to kill someone. Anyways, our brain told us to go look at the other mural. So we're gonna go do that. Is that guy still here? Wait, what was that? Yeah, there it is. Where was that? What was that?
There's no way the perp is in here, officer. Look how scarred the boards are. All attempts to pry them off have failed.
Can I try to get in?
Not this time. The opposition is insurmountable. But I like the spirit. Have some points. It's lonely and cold without points.
Thanks for the XP, game.
And dangerous. Dangerous too.
Yeah, good, good, good. Half-Life Protector. Yeah, I know, it's your fight or flight response. But it's only ever responded with absolute threats of violence. It's never told me to run away. It's a dangerous, dangerous thing.
The suspect? God, I hope not. I can't see a way in, though many have tried.
Alright. Good thought. Alright, let's get back to our mural. I have a hunch, Kim, now that I've seen the ghostly silhouettes of execution. I think I have an idea. That's why it's your signature. Oh, jeez. Well, we were just talking about other ways to play this game. And I guess that is, indeed, a way to play the game. Hydration, thank you. Having some delightful blueberry juice tonight.
The once bright mural towers above you, saying, Feld Electrical, R.N.
In there? She could. Or she could be in the identical room over there. Or in that boat shack. In that church tower, maybe.
Kim, are you sassing me? I'm trying my best here. I think I know what you just from the hydration. Yeah. You're picking up all the sound cues. You got your own perception checks over there, Amajiki.
Suddenly, there's a sigh, carried on the molecules around you, moving, flowing from high
Shivers is
pressure
almost
to low
supernatural.
pressure. like that of a woman emptying her lungs. She wraps the collapsing stone box in front of you in her breath, flowing through it.
Wow.
In through the collapsed roof, flowing down a concrete staircase to the basement, sweeping away footprints in the dust on the stairs, and then the beach below the boardwalk.
Oh.
Its winding tunnels, a whisper away.
She's
happening?
down there.
Oh! That whisper was really creepy.
Okay. Why?
We've looked everywhere else.
Right. How do we get in there? The doors were on the collapsed side of this building. They're gone, basically.
Finally, my time to shine.
Through the roof.
Perhaps you can climb them. We are not climbing anything. I'm 43 years old, and I plan to live to see 70.
Wow, Kim, don't sass me like that. Get on the ladder.
There has to be a way to use brute force. Climbing sounds unsafe.
Ha!
Brute force
Physical
is
instrument.
safe. Look around and find something to break if the ladder fails.
Chamomile is the word you're looking for. Kim City's 43. Doesn't steer your story, the signature. I think it affects the early game more than the late game, because early game, what you're weak at isn't going to do anything for you. But later on, you'll find more clothing that can boost things. So early on, I had to rely on conversations and my psyche to get me through things. And then a little bit of physique. But as I've found more stuff, I've been able to tap into other things, right? Like, I've been able to brute force some visual calculus stuff. My interfacing and perception I've boosted a lot. So I've got some tools at my disposal. Alright, what's the check
A
on this
rusty
building?
ladder leads to the rooftop. Some of the rungs are missing.
Terrifying.
Yeah, that doesn't look good at all.
Assess the situation.
The distances between the remaining rungs are rather wide. You'd have to use the mounting brackets. However, they seem corroded and the peeling rust is razor
He
sharp.
doesn't look 43. Fair enough.
In addition, the first rung is going to be tough to reach. It's what, 3 meters above the ground? And you're 180?
190. I'm a giant.
Okay, but still, the roof is collapsing and the wind gets pretty brutal up there. Dismounting from the ladder is going to be hard. Perhaps if you were to not climb the ladder. Instead,
Fun fact though, I'm actually 180 centimeters tall IRL, and so is my my VTuber persona. I thought I would sync those up.
what if you were to do something more subtle?
Kim, we're gonna drive your carriage through the wall.
Astral projection.
No,
Be open-minded about
Inland
this.
Empire. We don't have magic. Let's just teleport.
Teleportation is not a thing.
Shut up, Kim. Where's your? It is a thing. We just need a bit of. I want her to try. It is a thing. Just concentrate. Yeah, exactly, Snack. Exactly.
Okay, let's say teleportation is a thing. Wouldn't you need some kind of scientific apparatus to create a teleportation field? You can't just do it without apparatus.
Someone's using Google over there.
What are they talking about?
Shut up, kid. I mean, this is police work, son. You can't be interfering.
Teleportation, Mikhail. It's generally thought impossible.
Oh yes, it could hurt. A lot.
He is restraining himself from using a parental tone with you right now.
Stop affair. Teleport to the roof. What have I done to deserve this? 72%. Let's go.
All you need to do
Oh!
is close your eyes and concentrate. Darkness enfolds you. You can feel the distance between the bench and the first rung of the ladder. All you need to is
Do it!
zoot, zap, pow, crinkle. It's like magic. You feel yourself disappear, your atoms fading out of existence.
Oh my god, I can't believe it.
Bam! You find yourself on the roof, having mastered the art of physical displacement.
What? Astral projection away. Alright, I did it, Kim! I
I
teleported!
just saw you climb the ladder. You just climbed it like a regular person.
I teleported!
The wind at the top of the building starts howling loudly, blowing away the lieutenant's voice. Faintly you hear.
I am a master of super science.
Never mind. Find a way to let me in when you get inside. Don't go adventuring with a backup, especially if we think the suspect may be hiding here.
You could climb up too. Clearly the ladder holds my, my weight. You look smaller than me. Come on up! Artillery fire. How terrifying. You should have clipped that. You getting clipped from a stream up to 2 weeks. Or 1 week? However long the VODs stick around. What's this? Stones Fall is a long way down. I imagine. Hello? I'm here to arrest you. Sorry. I'm here to arrest you. You're a very bad person. You left a postcard out. You thought we actually teleported? No, it's just Harry having, like, wild delusions about what it means to climb. Oh, hold up. I'm wearing my signature clothes on. Where's my smock? Yeah, I like the smock. Smock is good. It's smock o'clock. Oh, and I should probably... You know what? Let's be ready. The suspect might be here. Yeah. I got 2 bullets. He's learning to fly.
Holding the gun feels natural and satisfying.
Oh, I've never put the gun in my hand yet.
It's like an extension of your arm, the polished wooden handle almost fusing into your palm.
I think my hand right... This is my gun.
It reminds you of the day you first held it, with fear and respect, hoping you don't have to use it in vain. The sun was out in Jamrock. It was so long ago.
Oh, 18 years of being a police officer.
This is your gun. It's more of a symbol than anything else, because there is always a rational, sensible, reasonable solution to every situation. Sheathe it and know you have the moral high ground.
Okay, then. Oh, this feels tense. Harry does have the high ground. Exactly. We're on the roof. Do-do-do-do. Look, something can jump out at any time. Nice argument, but I have a gun.
This isn't just glass. These are old computation components.
Computation? Vacuum tubes?
Yes,
No.
filament memories. From the time when
like
wires were cast in glass.
big CDs.
Slides with an inlaid nervous system. The how was a closely guarded secret. Something that was locked in safes in human heads across the river where they were manufactured. As to why, your fingers don't know.
Cool. That's an interesting way to store data. Intercellary suit jacket. Okay. Alright. Is this the door to let Kim in? It is. Alright, let's let Kim in. I don't want to do this alone.
Two
Kim.
rusty metal plates that slide apart form a crude door. It's been here under the boardwalk for a while.
Knock, knock, knock. Who's there?
What do you mean, who's there? It's me, Kim. Stop playing around and help me get the door open.
Hey, hey, I'm the one who teleported to the roof. You will respect my power, Kim. Ta-da! It's me.
The doors seem to be on rails, but they've gotten jammed. You grab a side and put some strength into
See?
prying it open. With the help of your partner, the two metal panels slide open with a creak.
Huh. I hope no one dangerous heard that.
How'd you even get here?
After you climbed up to the roof, you mean?
Teleported.
There's a maintenance entrance under the boardwalk. It's next to a drain pipe, possibly a storm drain. It was easy to miss before.
Oh, he even mentioned checking storm drains. We probably could have found our way in through the bottom that way.
He's quite proud of himself.
Maintenance entrance. It's so pedestrian.
Yes, yes. It's cool to risk your life climbing rickety ladders. Anyway,
What was
let's
that
investigate
roof
these
made of?
passages.
Sass me, bud. It's my life. I'll risk it if I want to. Ah. Thank you, flashlight. No one slept here in months, maybe years. Okay, but what's in here? Revolutionary propaganda! Hey, it's totally not Karl Marx. Dust and spider webs. Slit window from the outside. Oh.
Could this have been the killer's hideout? And this narrow window, the point of origin of the shot that killed the mercenary?
This is where the boardwalk shot came from, or might have come from. Nice. Are you secretly a Jedi? A hobo Jedi? Maybe.
This does look like an embrasure, a slit made for shooting out of.
Okay, let's take a look.
Outside the window, desolation. Snow falls softly onto the coastal sand, where it melts almost instantly. On rooftops, it lingers.
Could the killer use this as a hideout?
It's a great place to hide, certainly. But there hasn't been anyone here in ages.
I can't see the whirling in rags.
Indeed. No one could get a clear view. Well, at least we've been thorough. I like thorough.
I like thorough too, Kim.
The lieutenant's voice betrays a slight disappointment, which he glosses over by reasserting control.
There's one more place to check. Right? What did we get? Oh yeah, we had the new jacket. And then we had the other postcard. And then here... Yeah, now we need to go to the island. I haven't even been to the island yet, though.
A mustachioed and mutton-chopped man,
Krasnozov
depicted, gazes at you with sad eyes. The plaque reads, K. Mazov. There is a spider web in the lower left corner of the portrait. Years' worth of dust is shaken off. The full head of hair, matched by an ample moustache and sideburns, look a bit silly.
He does look a bit silly.
Someone crouches, heels digging into wet sand.
Huh?
Hands sweep across the sand. Grains sticking to the frayed skin of the fingertips.
Oh, ooh.
An old man sits on a slab of concrete and taps his fingers against the glass of a scope. You shudder.
The mausoleum must be... Yeah, some naive leftists. Man.
Some radical or radicals were hiding
Well-
out here. They left a long time ago.
How long, Kim? Use your visual calculus to determine how thick the dust is.
Half a century?
Wow,
This
that's
was
fast.
probably part of the network of defense posts the communards built against the amphibious landing.
Communard. I love the knockoff name for them, the Communards. Nard.
I think the purpose of this bunker was to produce propaganda. It would have had radio equipment back then, but that's all been looted.
What's all these secret caches and bunkers? There was old guns under the doomed commercial area, and now there's this? What's going on?
We have found a lot of those lately. I guess what most people think of as history tends to linger in rundown neighborhoods.
Yeah.
Martinaise being what it is, no one has gone through the trouble of cleaning out the old bunkers.
True.
Good hiding place for
Just a rundown
someone who's
place.
up to no good.
Exactly. Maybe I should move in here. Seems cozy.
I won't stand in your way, but only after we're through with this case.
Could be connected to the Mazov bust we found in the student's room. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Millions of depictions of Mazov have been produced. They're not all connected. Besides, that looked like some student. The youths always go for this kind of stuff.
Oh, you kids and your crazy communism.
You mean like Ruby? No, I think we've stumbled on a piece of history.
Ah. Alright, let's go then. Oh, what's this? Revolutionary hat. +1 to Mazovian socioeconomics. So we have a hat that gives us Mazovian social economics. And then there's, what is it, the boots with indirect modes of taxation. There's another item with like a wacky bonus, right? Where is it? Can we just... Do these have like a weird set bonus? Where is it? Did I get rid of it? I didn't give it to that girl. No, the pants. The Kingdom of Conscience. Right? Is there a uniform here? Maybe. Okay, let's put it back on our big boots. And we were wearing the officer's hat. Yeah. Maybe. Like, there's, like... I'm certain there are items I haven't collected. The foot pattern! We've seen this foot pattern before. And a natural buzzing. Tunnel collapse, alright. We follow this direction. Oh yeah, look at that. These footprints, they just keep going. The odd Hardy boy, yeah. Or the Hardy girl, Hardy woman. Buzzing's getting louder. Don't run.
There it is again, like a swarm of hornets buzzing under your scalp. A strange tingling you can almost smell.
Feel something, Kim?
No. What do you mean?
Tingling.
I don't feel it, but we should still be careful. There were footprints back there, and I'm pretty sure they were fresh.
Yeah, with the right sole worn.
Looks like our suspect. If she's in here, we need to plan our next step carefully.
Okay, here's what we do. We shoot her. No, that's too much.
Once
I
we
want to
detect
ask
a
her
credible
questions.
suspect, who knows what the Union and the Wild Pines will do? We'll set in motion events we have no control over.
This part of town is a fine clockwork puzzle. Disturb its peace, and it will start breaking down uncontrollably. Keep calm. Go over the whole situation in detail.
Oh, okay. We found out of Art's plan to take the harbor. Maybe we should tell Joyce about it. We know what Joyce knows about the murder, but may have other things to discuss with her. Do you think whatever happens will affect our cryptozoologists? How bad do you think? Okay, alright. We'll start from here.
You mean Morel? I don't see how cryptozoology and the murder investigation are connected. But the situation in the city will get tense for everyone.
Tense.
If it gets that tense, the amateur zoologists might not be able to do their job.
Why did reaction speed come up with that? How bad is it gonna get?
We are not responsible for what we can't predict, are we? I don't think the entire city will be razed to the ground.
He smiles in the dark. Okay, Kim. Don't get cute with me, alright? This is serious. I'm worried about... I've fallen in love with Rebishal, alright?
Let's try not to worry, he thinks. If you can't predict it, there's nothing you could have done.
Maybe it is.
I leave that to your judgment. You already know what I think about cross-pollinating information like this. It's dangerous, but...
Yeah.
Yes. There won't be time for that once things go down. Matter of fact, I don't think there's time for it now.
This might be the point of no return.
if you must.
I think I see a cavern. Maybe more cellars? I think we've been careful enough. We still have the element of surprise.
I wouldn't be so sure. You haven't exactly been sneaking.
Or maybe not. Either way, once we go deeper, there will be no turning back.
Okay. Let's go back. I want to talk to Joyce if she has things to talk about. This is it. This might be the end of the game. If that's the point of no return. Hot diggity. Is this the last Disco Elysium stream? Joyce! Joyce! My gut instinct is telling me I have to talk to you again. She was parked down by the... But I love this game. It's okay. The game won't go away. It'll still be there. This is not the right way. Maybe that's for the best. I mean, because next Sunday we're doing Oxygen Not Included. Imagine getting like real close to the end, like, alright, see you in 2 weeks. Peace out. Joyce!
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? Oh?
Dealing with Everard again. Ma'am, this whole thing is a takeover. I helped him turn up the heat on the borscht. He asked me what I'm doing. He asked me to deliver an envelope. This whole thing is a takeover.
A takeover?
It's not a strike. You aren't being let because there's nothing to negotiate. The union is taking the terminal. He'll also use the drug trade to find... Yeah, I'm sinking of art. I'm done with him.
Taking it?
Green livery, changing into red, blot by blot.
Then we're talking about a war. Everard needs to let me into the harbour at once. We need to talk about this.
He's ready for war. They all are.
They most certainly are not. Crenell has 1,000 men on their payroll. The next batch will be a platoon of 20 men and a gunship.
That's a bit more escalation than I was expecting.
I've seen the Union's forces. They are better organized than these mercenaries. They also have the support of the people of Revachol West.
Thanks, Kim.
It will take more than Crenell to wipe them out. Wild Pines will need to send more and better equipped men. Make no mistake, ma'am. I am sure you have the money. The question is, how many years and how many lives are you willing to sacrifice?
What do you suggest I do?
Look, it's Apocalypse o'clock! Time to commence the gloaming. I wish there was a disco option. I mean, part of me is like, get rid of Evart, because he's a manipulative monster. But at the same time, I wish there was a disco option.
I'm afraid we won't disco our way out of this one.
It's not RCM's job to make this decision. The workers should have the harbor. I mean, the workers could be nice for the workers to own the harbor and, you know, make money off of it. But if they're going to sell drugs and kill people, I don't think that's the right way. So we need to take care of Evart.
Like the previous leaders of the Union were assassinated. I suspect by Everard and Edgar themselves. I admit there's some poetry in the idea, and like poetry, it's also useless. There would still be Edgar. They factored it in. The Union
of course,
is them.
that's why there's two of them.
And they are Martinaise.
What are you going to do?
What will I do? Did I ever tell you how they discovered this Isola? During our talks?
You love the apocalypse option? You're also putting points into halfway. You're a dangerous cop. I'm hobo. I'm here to watch things burn, but not be burned. You said you would one day.
It may be the only break we've ever caught as a species.
Really?
The last one for 400 years.
Really?
The nations who colonized this Isola called theirs Muindi, the world. It was all they knew. all they thought would be. That there would be something more was a gamble, akin to another world, or life after death.
This is your whole world? A snowy beach? Ugh.
The Pale was thought to be impregnable, perpetual. Irene la Navigateur, the Queen of Suresnes, sent 8 expeditions, one after the other, into the mass at the edge of the world. 5 of the crews did not return. 2 did, but had lost their minds.
8 is... that's a lot.
It was anything but normal. There was no precedent. People thought she was punishing the admirals, or had gone mad, or both.
Uh-huh.
Until after years of trial and error, and the development of a strict psychological regime imitating the creation process of poetry, the 8th expedition returned sane and intact. They told of a new continent of matter. They told the Queen and her counselor, Dolores Day, that the Pale had begun to condense, day after day, hour after hour, minute after minute.
Really?
Slowly raining down until it formed a vast ocean.
The air is cold and scented with petrichor. There are rain circles on water all around. Humidity crawls up your back like a piano trill. So does the lieutenant. His mouth is slightly open as he looks to the sky. The droplets feel warm, like spring rain.
This ocean.
The phenomenon has never again been encountered. For a time, the crew thought they were experiencing a hallucination. The mass hand proclaimed, "Lancielinde, Lancielinde," the signal to wake up. But they could not. They were sane and conscious, as islands began to appear on the horizon. There are 78,000 uninhabited islands in the Insulindian archipelago, officer. The freckled face of God. Après la vie, la mort. Après la mort, la vie encore. Après la mort, le gris. Après la gris, le monde encore.
That's the thing from the church.
After life, death. After death, life again. After the Isola, the Pale. After the Pale, Isola again.
On the second day, a great skua was shot down above the flagship Lézargique. The bird was preserved and brought back, along with pollen. 4 years later, the Queen's Counsellor was proclaimed Her Innocence Dolores Day, the elected world spirit. The age of humanism, internationalism, and parliamentary rule followed. We were high.
The freckle face of God. Morgan Freeman. Oh, Amajiki. That is too precious. I love it. The Great School was the first word they saw.
The first living, autonomous organism. Proof of reality. It's the symbol of Insulinde, detective. The coat of arms of the suzerain and the wings on the crest of the commune.
I broke one.
In your defense, it is a nasty creature who plucks food from the throats of lesser birds. Yet much like Revachol, it is also magnificent and rare. Imagine the suzerain of seagulls.
Yeah.
There was a sting in your heart at the mention before, when she said its name.
And that's the last break we got as a species. 400 years ago, finding these islands.
The nations of Mundi proceeded to discover 5 more Isolae. Or they discovered us. All in the rush of the great inter-Islary reconnection.
Okay.
But these others weren't uninhabited. We had to kill people there. Wipe out indigenous populations. Gunboat economies. Or they came to do the same for us. Or had done to each other. But here...
But here?
There was no one but the skua.
Ah, okay.
The
So
Liliat
actually,
Saya. And the Blood Beach. And the River Esperance. It was the new world. The Mondials used it to amass the greatest concentration of wealth mankind has ever seen. Revachol. The suzerain.
What happened?
Revolution. Poverty. And the mercurial rise of capitalism.
Leaving us here.
On Caillou. The Pebble. The largest of the fertile, uninhabited islands of the northeast Insulindian archipelago. 4 centuries and 2 revolutions later.
It's raining.
It is. Soon it will be spring and everything will blossom.
Everything.
The gangs will run wild, jacking motor carriages, ferrying amphetamines through Coal City. Spring is tough in Revachol.
And what are you going to do?
I will surrender Terminal B to the Union.
Really?
She puts her hand in the rain. She's silent for a second.
We will see.
It is well within her authority. It's been clear for some time that this woman is
She's
more
very
than
important.
she lets on.
Ma'am, this may well unravel property law this side of the river. If that occurs, we may never see the end of this kind of confrontation. The next time there will be 2 strikes, then 4, then 100.
And?
What happens will happen. The age of capital has only begun. I will talk to my employers in person. We will amputate and cauterize Martinaise. If you handle the situation on the ground.
Oh, it's a red check. Let's take the dot. Let's roll it on the 28.
Forget about that. What was that about the age of capital only beginning? You need to talk politics with this lady.
What further? Oh, don't forget to purge the world of degenerates. That's a fascist answer right there. Don't forget to shoot the bourgeoisie in the head. That's the communist answer. Use vague rhetoric obsessed with its own legitimacy like I do. What other plans you have for the age of capital, man? Vague rhetoric.
Harry, I will try keep the best interests
That's
of
the
the
moralist
Moralist
answer.
International in mind during our talks.
Very good.
On the contrary, Detective. It's a real drag.
Oh.
Keep the peace, and I will keep my end of the bargain.
No guarantees, ma'am.
How far along is Cronell's investigation?
A confrontation is imminent. They have followed in your footsteps.
Oh.
As your investigation reaches a climax, so does theirs. They are your shadow. Arm yourselves. Armor yourselves.
I have 2 pieces of armor and 2 bullets. I'm ahead of the curve.
Protect their targets. Violence may be unavoidable, but we can limit the casualties.
Do I actually have to fight people?
Soon.
I only have 2
I do
bullets.
not know precisely. They have cut off all communication, you see. They know I've been feeding you information.
This counts as information? Depressing.
One last thing, Lieutenant Du Bois. I've given the matter much thought and come to this conclusion. You're not an amnesiac. You're insane.
Insane.
I know, because I, too, am insane. I just hide my illness better. And I'm rich.
That cuts deep. How do you keep your... Isn't everybody a little insane?
No, Detective. No one's as insane as you.
Oh.
Don't worry, madame. I am very sane.
Thanks, Kim. Goodbye, Joyce L. Messier.
Watch out for yourselves. They will strike soon.
Secret task. Find a solution to the strike deadlock.
The lieutenant watches her boat grow smaller on the bay, its white sails fluttering.
How do you get like that? Get like what? What did I do? Hey, K-Dog. Welcome, welcome. Yes, we have a lot of voices in our head.
With worry in his eyes, he does not know if it was the right thing to do.
Oh, it's not
But
the
he
right
doesn't
thing to
say anything. Slowly, the sails turn grey-blue as more oxygen gets between you.
do. All right, that's the thing. So Union and cryptozoology business might end when you do. Yeah, okay. So we have some XP, and we could try to roll for the composure again. But I can't put more points into the composure. That's the thing. Can she hear the voices? No, no one can hear the voices. They're my voices. Leave my voices alone. Insulin Dune Miracle. Bird Bros none. Time 7 hours 45 minutes. Alright, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna put a point into electrochemistry. Boom. We're gonna accept the changes in clothes. That gives us a level up. With this level up, we can attempt to analyze our own expression. Kim, wait here. I have to go look in the mirror. Is this the last dream? Maybe.
An old mirror hangs on the wall. You see the reflection of your face in it, adorned with...
the mirror now. I need to put on my electrochemistry clothing. It was... the jeans. The Party Dragon silk robe. The fingerless gloves. Shivers. Shivers. Electrochemistry. Pain thresholds. And we have no minuses to electrochemistry. Alright, this is the best as our electrochemistry can get. Let's fix
An
our
old mirror
expression.
hangs on the wall. You see the reflection of your face in it,
97.
adorned with the... It's like something snaps in you. A nerve ending.
Oh!
A thought.
Finally!
A sadness. Your face in the mirror is suddenly clean of the layer that had distorted it for God knows how long.
Two questions. Did you solve the murder of the man who was shot while having sex? Have you butt chugged the two? We are not going to butt chug. We actually, K-Dog, we have completed Wasteland of Reality. Congrats. You're sober. Done. We are very close to the murder. We just hit a point of no return, so we're finishing up some business. Will the profile picture change? That is a good question, my dear.
Just like that, it's over.
Oh!
The running gag that
I'm
your
sad.
life had become. A sad old man looks back.
No,
at you.
I don't want to be sad. Leave the mirror be for now. Oh, if you play Smart Cop, you can locate the source of the expression. Oh, it's behind the couch. I'm sad. He had like a nasty sneer on for the longest time, and now he's sad. He's just a sad old man. I feel sad for him. I took away his leer. We don't know, but it said that Union and cryptozoology business will not be available. So now we go find our cryptozoologists. And I kind of want to go talk to Ivart before I start this. Because she's going to surrender the dock to him. There might be something else to talk to him about. Oh, let's put on some real fucking clothes. Do we have anything for composure? Put on my regular pants. Put on my smock. Put on my good gloves. Oh, we have a composure on the jacket. That'll do. We have composure on the snake boots. Okay, so we can put a little bit of composure into this. Yeah, we should be alright. Thank you for the jacket. We have not found Ruby. Because we talked to Claude on the roof, and we got her to admit some things about Ruby, and then we did some more investigation there. So, we're looking for her, and we found where she's hiding. So basically, this is our cryptozoologist business. This, I I can't get enough hand-eye coordination to try this. But I can roll the dice again. This we're not doing because we're sober. This is glitched. This is actually done. And I don't know how to get to the island. So, there's that. Speaking of things to do before we level up. Interact.
The bullet is still safely sealed away in a
Oh, it's been
plastic
pointing to
bag
hand-eye.
bearing.
Oh no! It's not just level ups that. Oh no! I didn't put anything into composure. Can I not talk to him?
Always a pleasure. I mean, officers.
Dang it! Oh! Right, I was up here without Kim last time, wasn't I?
Not many Sealites here, or
Sealites.
anywhere, other than Sail. I meant no offense, truly.
Lieutenant is a negative with Revachol.
Oh, yes, of course he is. I was just speaking about his connections. Let's change the subject. Not many Sealites.
You have a problem
no,
with Sealites?
No problem at all.
Ah, composure. How do I get a composure? Okay. Well, let's talk to him, Mark. Crypto-fascist. Yeah. Let the crypto-fascist be. He's doing his best. It's not good or anything, but he's doing his best. Maybe we just don't have the stats for Gary, the crypto-fascist. It's possible. You're right. I mean, there's lots of things we just can't do or couldn't do very well because of reasons. There's lots of checks we failed. And then we couldn't retry them, like the karaoke and stuff like that.